We're live now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mo DeFrank Field, where the Rustin Golden Knights are taking on Garnet Valley Jaguars. 6 minutes and 56 seconds left to go in the first half. Garnet Valley leads 7-0. The touchdown scored by Matt Lassick on about a 35-yard run. The ball is in the hands of Rustin. They've just gotten a first down inside the Garnet Valley 40 at about the 37-yard line, 38-yard line. Rustin has moved the ball pretty well, but stubbed their toe when they get to about the Garnet Valley 30. They've had a penalty that hurt them. They've had a fumble that hurt them. But Garnet Valley's defense has played well as well. I am Don Mink, trying to catch up here, and Pat Patterson, Joe Ruck, Rob Hayes, Goody Marcuson. The team is here trying to keep us on the air. Get us on the air and keep us on the air.
Spotter extraordinaire Jerry Montella in the booth on a beautiful night for football.
73 degrees at game time.
As usual, some technical difficulties to begin the year, but hopefully we're back up and running and good to go.
Number 1 is Will Pileggi at quarterback in the shotgun. Quarterback draw up the middle. I don't know whether it's a called quarterback draw or he just saw an opening.
It looked kind of designed. There's a nice big hole there left for him. All the Jaguars all picked an outside route there, and the middle open, wide open.
Will Pileggi is the son of Ralph Pileggi, 1980 graduate of Garnet Valley.
We've already seen him scramble to the outside and pick up some yardage, so he's already been deemed the fastest Pileggi we've ever seen.
Oh. Garnet Valley's defense throws the running back. Yep, third down play. Michael Covert was the ball carrier, and he lost 5 yards. And
good penetration.
Rustin will punt.
Yeah, good penetration and good defense there. Good contain on the outside. Gave linebacker, senior captain Mark Moriarty, number 54, a chance to come in and clean up.
Rustin punts. The ball is short to the outside.
Oh, what's he doing?
And it looks like it either rolls dead or out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. We have had technical difficulties, obviously. We haven't been on the air. Hopefully the word trickles out to you folks that we are. And you can watch and listen.
25 new subscribers to the YouTube channel in the pregame hours, bringing our grand total up to what, Joe?
26?
366.
360-something of you are tuned in.
Well, no, the regular subscribers to the channel. I don't know. I don't know if we have that many listening now since we came on so late, but they'll pick up.
Nice run by Lassick. 11-yard run, first down.
Yeah, Lassick's got off to a quick start. First time he touched the ball, he went in for the touchdown. 5'8", 190. He's a senior now. He's going to see a lot of work this year. Hopefully that 5'8", 100 of those pounds is in his legs.
Danny Guy is back also at running back. And Ryan Hamby is the first-year starter at quarterback. Straight ahead is Lassick. Picks up maybe a yard or two.
The three guys in the middle of that offensive line, Tommy Mahoney, Jake Gurley, and Ryan Shomo, all returning Letterman. And all going 250 or better.
3:46 left to go in the first half. Garnet Valley leads 7-0. Hamby keeps it himself and gets out to the 35-yard line, enough for a first down.
Close. Yep.
The linebackers for Rustin are supposed to be the mainstay of their team, not just the defense, but the team, and they are J.T. Alucio, Nick Jogger, Sean Hopkins, and Owen Walsh. Garnet Valley continues to run the triple option. Gain of a yard. Picked up 3. Hamby pitches. Guy one-hands it, gets out over the 40, 45, nice. And may have picked up a first down. Nice run. 8-yard run. And Danny Guy does pick up the first down.
Yeah, number 2, Colin Hurley, just got a handful of jersey on Danny Guy. Made a couple guys miss. Could have been off to the races with cheaper fabric in the clothes.
Hamby hands off to the first man through, and that's Lassick. He picks up 4. I want to give a shout out to the coaches' wives and families. Coaches put in a lot of time over the summer, throughout the year. And the families at home, if you're watching or listening, thank you. Second man through is Danny Guy. He gets inside the 40. Nothing fancy from Garnet Valley. It's 9-yard gain.
And all of a sudden, we're down to 1.5 minutes left here in the half. So Jags working a little bit sense of urgency to try to get in the end zone again before halftime.
And Garnet Valley has only thrown 1 pass. That was a completion, a nice completion to John Rickey down the sideline, a pickup of about 15 earlier in the game. Garnet Valley's timeout, their first of the first half. It'll be 2nd and 2 at the 33.
1:08 left in the half. Good time to use a timeout.
We want to thank David Dodge, the sponsor of tonight's game. This year we're going to have a sponsor, local businesses, people that support Garnet Valley and Garnet Valley sports. And this first game of the year is David Dodge. David Kelleher might be visiting us here at halftime.
Yeah, he's supposed to come up at halftime and visit with us. He's a graduate of the University of Pennsylvania, played football there. I think with Joe Valerio back in those days, but that wasn't that long ago, I guess.
We also have a sponsor from Joseph Anthony Spa. They donate $100 for every touchdown that Garnet Valley scores this year. So that is also a very much appreciated local business. Back to throw, down the middle.
Open. Oh,
it was wide
too much
open.
Air.
John Rickey was open, wide open down the middle, and Hamby didn't see him.
Well, John Rickey was open down the middle, and Danny Guy was open right down the side. They just threw that ball a little too high, and the D-backs had time to close and make a play. Otherwise, either one of those guys was all alone but in the secondary.
It'll be 3rd and 2 at the 32. 102. Twos are wild. 102 remaining in the first half. Hamby back to throw again. Out to the side is Lassick. He gets the first. And he gets inside the 30. He refuses to be tackled down to the 18-yard line. That's what we saw last year.
Yeah,
Matt Lassick just doesn't like to be tackled.
No, and he's powerful enough to carry, in this case, 3 guys from Rustin. Gets first down, stops the clock until they set the ball, and Jaguars call another timeout.
12-yard pass and run. I want to give a shout-out to a group of Garnet Valley grads visiting down in Sea City. Kevin Ciancia, Dave Mink, Dave Patterson, Kenny DiCarlo, Mike Delorfus, Ray Carlton. And tomorrow they will be joined by Pat Patterson.
Tonight?
Oh, tonight. Dean Di Pasquale and
the late arrivals.
And tonight. Doug LaPapa. Situation is 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Garnet Valley up 7-0 with 52.7 seconds left to play in the first half. They've thrown 3 passes, 2 completions thus far. Hamby back to throw. Quarterback draw. Oh, he's tripped up. He had an opening, but he was tripped up.
Get on the ball.
40 seconds and counting. Had to use another timeout.
Yeah, that's a little first game error there. Not a real sense of urgency to get back on the ball. He got tripped up. Clock kept running, and the offense needed to get set real quick, and looked like they were trying to run a play in too, so they didn't have anything called. Had to burn another timeout.
.9 seconds left to go in the first half. Hamby under center. Fakes it down the middle.
Open.
Wide open.
Yep.
John Rickey for a touchdown.
Right up the seam.
18-yard touchdown pass. Hamby to Rickey. John's a 6'3", 215-pound tight end. He blocked and then released and went down the middle for an easy touchdown. Jason Rose to kick. Cole Palace to hold. And the ball is blocked. The kick is blocked. Benoit came in, number 24 from Rustin, and it is now 13-0.
Nice job by the Garnet Valley offense to 87-yard drive. That 87-yard scoring drive brought to you by David Dodge. DriveDavid.com. Our sponsor of the game tonight. Be joining us in the booth for halftime.
And we appreciate his support.
Yes.
Dave, just for your information, we've only been on the air for about a quarter of the game thus far.
Yeah. It's our preseason. So Jags, 2 good drives for scores, and Rustin, as you mentioned, Don, earlier, getting down the field, but then either shooting themselves in the foot or the too soon to call the Jags a bend but don't break defense. But they have turned the ball over a little bit and done what they need to do. And Jags are up 13 here.
Jason Rose will kick. He squib kicks it down the middle. Picked up at the 15. And up the middle comes number 3, Mike Covert.
.27 seconds left to
That
go.
was number 8, Nick McDonough.
62 yards between Rustin and a score.
Garnet Valley has thrown 4 passes, completed 3. That would be about 3 weeks worth of passes last year.
They're on a breakneck pace for attempts for the season.
Here's a defense. You think this is a prevent defense?
A little bit. All right.
Number 40, J.T. Alicio. He's a linebacker in it, running back on that play. And they're going to Rustin's going to let the time run out.
I don't think they had a choice there. They still got a long way to go, but they used their timeouts up early, I think. And
Garnet Valley will get the ball to start the second half, and they lead here 13-0.
Good first half for Garnet Valley, coming out strong. Rustin looking solid compared to the game last year where they were, they probably had one of their worst seasons in a while.
It was the only losing season for Coach St. Clair at Rustin.
So they were a little down. Definitely expect better things this year, but Jags also a preseason number 5 in the Penn Live top 25 for the region, and southeastern Pennsylvania.
And number 1 on Delco Times Super 7.
The ever scientific
Yes.
Delco Times Super 7 has them at the top of the preseason poll. So, yeah, we're going to welcome in our sponsor this year. We're doing some different things with our alumni group. We've invited sponsors to join us for every game, and there's a guy that's been a part of this community for quite a while and jumped at the chance to be the opening night sponsor, and he's the if you live around here, you've seen him on TV. He's quite the celebrity, and he does a whole lot of things for all kinds of charities, and not the least being the Garnet Valley football program. So I'd love to welcome to the booth the owner at David Dodge, Dave Kelleher.
Oh, Pat, it's great. Really thrilling to be here tonight. I have both my kids. I've been involved with Garnet Valley High School for a long time. In fact, we have the David Dodge Humanitarian Scholarship that I've had in place just about since I opened up 12 years ago. And this year we'll give away 2 more $1,000 scholarships we have for years. So my relationship with Garnet Valley and sponsorship of the sports and the affiliations and the post-proms has been for a long time. But it was recent, the last couple of years, my great friend Joe Valerio, who's helped out this program for a long time. Joe and I played ball many years ago at University of Penn together, and very, very close friends. Joe introduced me to Mike Rickey. I knew the legend of the program, knew the character that this program was driven on, and it was no surprise Mike and I became friends almost immediately. And so being part of this program and helping out, especially, this is my backyard. So many people are clients and friends.
Yeah.
So being part of this program and being associated with that type of character and Coach Rickey is just a thrill.
Yeah, well, it's great to have community-minded folks like you in the business community here. The area keeps growing, and I think it's because of the fact that people just like to be around here. There's some folks they don't like all the development popping up, but they love this area, they love this community, and
it's a special place. And Garnet Valley High School is right in the middle of that. I just saw the rankings come out again, very highly ranked in the state again. great place for our children to go, our kids to go and grow into. And when you have a guy like Coach Ricky taking care of it, I had the chance. He let me and the kids come in the locker room for pregame tonight. And what a treat that was. It's been a long time since I've been in a smelly locker room doing post-training, post-summer two-a-days. That locker room was ripe, and the kids, they were enamored watching the coach address his team to get ready for this season, for this game. And I'll be honest with you, I'm going to talk to Mike shortly after this game, figure out how I can get it. In fact, I need a big David Dodge sign on this wall. I don't know how I'm missing that. Somehow somebody forgot to give me the memo, so I'll get that taken care of very shortly.
Our marketing director will take care of that with you.
This is going to be David Dodge Stadium by the time I'm done here, let me tell you. Yeah, it's good. I want it to be up next to the Garnet Valley High School sign on the wall up there. So, I'm just proud to be associated with this. And this is a terrific night for me to be out here with the kids. In fact, their first touchdown was scored right in front of us down on the sidelines. And, hey, kudos to both teams. Great first half. Both coming out of the gates. They got the off-season dust off. But I'm really glad at where we stand right now, 13-0.
Yeah, this is a real good little local rivalry right up the street. As you probably know from talking to Mike or Kevin, the traditional rivalry for Garnet Valley is Unionville. We played them every year, except for these last two, and we got Rustin on the schedule, who's been, I think last year we were just talking about that, had their first losing season. So they've been quite a powerhouse where they are. They're in the 5A subdivision for the PIAA, so they won't see each other in the playoffs, but a nice matchup, two very similar schools.
Well, and again, I had the pleasure of playing in some great programs coming up, playing at the University of Pennsylvania, like I said, with Joe. And I know when you have a program like this that competes every year, that plays serious, it turns out wonderful human beings, great kids, turning into great young men. And that's Mike Ricky and the team and that staff that's out there, that huge, gorgeous staff of assistants he has that puts in their time to help these kids get better. It's a special thing, programs like this. They don't come around often. Garnet Valley should be really pleased, and I'm thrilled to be here.
Yeah, there's a lot of programs that are they try to take care of the kids that are going to go on and play in college and do bigger and better things athletically. Mike Ricky takes 100 and some athletes out there, and he really focused the program on the guys that aren't going to do that. And everybody's part of the team. Nobody's more important than the other one, and they really live that philosophy, and it really does go to serve you well in later years.
All you do there is win for 34 years. That's what happens when everybody's part of that team. And that's Mike.
Yeah,
and he's a treasure for this area and for this school.
Yeah, I need to share something with you. I go to the Wawa up by where I live, which is right in Chester Heights up the street, and I run into a mutual friend of ours all the time, and I sent him a text. I said, what should I ask Dave when he comes up to the booth today? He goes, ask him why one of his friends calls him Forrest Gump.
I know exactly who that friend is. Yeah, well, you know what? He's right. And even being friends with him, that's John McNichol, one of my dearest friends in the world. Yeah. You know, he's referring to my propensity to find myself in great situations, just like Forrest did in that movie. Everything I happen to do. In fact, I was chairman of the auto show last year, and I started that. You get named 8 years before that, so I knew it was coming. And we had a terrible time with the convention center for many years in the auto show. Okay. And what happens is my best friend becomes president of the convention center, John, just as I'm coming into term, which made it a wonderful chairmanship for me. We had our two most successful shows ever because of our cooperation with the unions and everything that John did for us down there. So, yeah, I'm a lucky guy. I'm lucky. I'm lucky the day that Raymond Dodge became available in 2005, and I got the opportunity to purchase a store. Right. I had just moved to Glen Mills, my wife and I. We didn't know we were going to buy that store. We didn't know a lot of people in the community. She was from Springfield originally. We met in college, and my beautiful wife, Marlo Pagano Kelleher, and I ended up buying Raymond Dodge in this neighborhood, in this community, and that was a huge blessing because it was a store that was available. And my ties to this community now are extremely deep, and I couldn't be more proud than to be a member of this community and be able to contribute in a small way, I hope, to making it a better place.
Well, we're so happy that you're here. We know you from catching your commercials on television, but more than that, around here, We see you at the store. We see you at the Wawa. We see you
I'll tell you
around here. Now we see you at the stadium.
Real
So
quickly, we wind up with a funny story. You know, I got that catchphrase, I've always been your dealer, you just didn't know. And I said that off cuff one day, and it stuck, and it's true. I hope that who everybody wants to be their dealer is the type of dealer I am. But it's allowed me, my notoriety from TV has allowed me to meet so many different people all over the Delaware Valley. But we had just taken the kids to London, our first trip to Europe with them. We just came back a few days ago, and I was in Heathrow Airport. And as I'm walking to get on my plane, somebody yells across, "You've always been my dealer, that's David!" So
that's not necessarily something you want to hear in the airport.
No, it kind of scared me a little bit, to be honest with you. But there was a lady from the Delaware Valley who swears she was, has just loved our commercials for a long time. But I'll tell you, hearing that come across in England was really a treat. So, it's a great part of being in the community. And those commercials allow me to meet so many great people. So it's terrific.
Yeah, well, that's fantastic. I mean, thank you so much again for sponsoring the game. This is our pilot project, and couldn't think of a better guy to come and help us kick off this sponsorship series. And
I'm going to keep doing what I do, and I hope and keep supporting this program. And you're going to be stuck with me every year for one of these interviews. How's
awesome.
That?
Love it.
Great. Thanks, Patty.
Dave,
all right.
Thanks. Take care.
Pleasure.
Hello, and thank you for tuning in to the Garnet Valley football broadcast. It's great to be back after a long off-season. The long-awaited Week 1 is finally here, and Garnet Valley opens the season up at home against Westchester Rustin. Fun, fast-paced, exciting game. No data yet in the Central League standings, but these are the 12 teams Garnet Valley will be competing against to get a playoff spot and make a run like they did last year. We will keep you updated on this graphic throughout the season to help keep you in the loop of Garnet Valley football. Predicting the end of season standings before the season has even officially began, but I'm taking Garnet Valley to win this. There could be a tie with Marple, Newtown, or Haverford. The top 3 teams are all looking very good. Even Springfield looking very good, but I decided to put them at number 4. It's going to be followed by Radnor. Ridley, who finished 11-2 last year, they lost 33 starters. It'll be a difficult year for them. Then I have Pencrest, followed by 5-7 Upper Darby, who look to at least put together a winning record. Let's take a quick look at the deadly situation unfolding in Texas and western Louisiana. You have a major Category 3 hurricane making landfall tonight in Texas, where hurricane warnings have been issued in the red. The storm will stall, re-enter the Gulf of Mexico, and make landfall again in Texas as a tropical storm. So this will produce upwards of 35 inches of rain as indicated in the dark purple area. Evacuation orders have been issued in that area in Texas, as well as state of emergencies in both Texas and Louisiana. On top of all of this, you have a tornado threat. Areas in the red are under a tornado watch, meaning tornadoes are possible. The environment is ripe. So we hope everybody is safe. Family, friends down in Texas, we're praying for you. Hopefully everyone makes it out with no major issues.
Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh.
I was so hard-headed at first. My grandma didn't even believe in me. I kept going though. All I can say is I told you. Jury at the bank now in the vault. You should've never doubted me. I'ma work to my last breath. I'ma hustle to my last breath. Yeah, you should've never doubted me. The pain and the struggle followed me. My daddy never been that bothered me. And these cold streets made a man of me. Knew a time it'll come, they doubt me. Had to keep them OGs around me. Keep a young homie grounded. You never know where your motivation to come from. We do the most with these bras and pop shundun. They try to push you aside, you gotta fight some. I had a line on the thigh and now we back guns. I want that number one spot, I'm like icon. I got that beast in my eyes, I'm like Tyson. With my heart and my drive, I know I'm righteous. Keep some ice on me, rocky like bad boy. Once you win, you gon' want more. Set a tree and need an encore. I was down on my last when I found myself. I be a fighter to the end, to my last breath. I got angels all around me, yeah, yeah. I got love all around me, yeah, yeah. I'll be a fighter to the end, to my last breath. I'ma hustle to my last breath. I got
a lot. I don't say a word. I don't say a word. Was on my grind and now I got what I deserve. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished. When I bought the ass tomorrow, y'all thought it was rented. Flexing on these, I'm like Popeye on the spinach. Double M, yeah, that's my team. Rose, the captain, I'm lieutenant. I'm the type can the men cast and grind like I'm broke. That Lambo, my new, she don't ride like my ghost. I'm riding around my city with my hands on my toes. Cause these want me dead, and I gotta make it back home. Cause my mama need that bill money, my son needs some milk. These try to take my life, they around, get killed. You around, you around, you around, get smoked. Cause these Philly I bought with me, don't around, no joke. No, all I know is murder. When it come to me, I got young that's rolling, I got throwing bees. I done did the DOS, I done did the KODs. Every time I'm in that bitch, I get to throwing 30 G's. But now I'm hanging out that drop head, I'm riding down no collar. They let me earn back home, that young be wildin'. We young, we mobbin', like Batman or with Robin. This two-door Maybach with my seat on reclining.
I don't live in my fears, I just swallow my tears. It ain't all in my head, life is just a nightmare. I don't care if you care, I just know it ain't fair. Ain't no time to prepare, life is just a nightmare. I don't live in my fears, I just swallow my tears. It ain't all in my head, life is just a nightmare. I don't care if you care, I just know it ain't fair. Ain't no time to prepare, life is just a nightmare. Push, you can run but you can't hide. Push, you can run but you can't hide. Push, you can run but you can't hide. Push, you can run but you can't hide.
Bro, I'ma put it on my day. You gotta do it now. Hey, gotta stay on my grind, cause it's my time. My time, my time. If you with me, let me hear you say. This is what we've been waiting for right here, y'all. This moment right here. It's my time. Come on. Low slow. Guess what time it is? My time. You can check your iPhone. Better say it's our time. I don't even need a watch. I don't even see a clock. Soon as I walk in, it feel like me o'clock. Yeah, me o'clock. Every time my checks don't measure up and try to blame the Pyrex. I'ma do it bigger than a 5X. Can't ride with an L, so I don't drive Lex. Game so bickery, so full of trickery. Nursery, rhyming, hickory, dickory. The hood call it Pickery, Biggie, Puffy, Buster, Victory. Yes. Can you worry about the past, cause that was yesterday? I'ma put it on the line, cause it's my time. Gotta stay on my grind, cause it's my time. My time, my time. If you with me, let me hear you say. If you with me, let me hear you say. My favorite white boy, right? I owe you for this one.
I've been patiently waiting for a track to explode on. You can stun if you want and your to get rolled on. It feels like my flow's been hot for so long. You thinking I'm a fall off, you're so wrong. I'm innocent in my head, like a baby bone dead. Destination heaven, sitting politic with passengers from 9/11. The Lord's blessings leave me lyrically inclined. I ain't even got to try to shine. Guards and seamstress that tailor fitted my pain. I got scriptures in my brain, I can spit at your dame straight out the good book. Look, it's a shook. 50 fear no man, warrior. Swing swords like Conan. Picture me, pen in hand, write lines, knowing the source of wrote it. When I die, they'll read this and say a genius wrote it. I grew up without my pops, that make me bitter. I cold cases, I cocked out this, that make me a quitter. In this white man's world, I'm similar to a squirrel, looking for with a nice butt to get a nut. If I get today, my phone will stop ringing again. These industry ain't friends, they know how to pretend. Patiently waiting for a track to explode on. You get stunned if you want and your to get rolled on. It feels like my flow's been hot for so long. You thinking I'ma fall off, you're so wrong. Patiently waiting for a track to explode on. You get stunned if you want and your to get rolled on. It feels like my flow's been hot for so long. You thinking I'ma fall off, you're so wrong.
You've been patiently waiting to make it through all the hating, debating whether or not you can even weather the storm. As you lay on the table, they operating to save you. It's like an angel came to you, sent from the heavens above.
They think they're crazy, but they ain't crazy, let's face it. Basically, they just playing sick, they ain't saying 50 A to the K, get in the way, I bring Dre and them with me and turn this day into mayhem. You staying with me? Don't let me lose you, I'm not trying to confuse you. When I let loose with this and just do you a Zuzu.
Tonight they made the trek here because this group has a chance to do something that nobody in that group ever had a chance to do. This is the first time in 6A or 4A playoffs we have a chance to advance to a district final. We're one game away.
All right, welcome back from halftime. 2.5 minutes till kickoff. Jaguars leading 13-0. Want to thank our halftime guest, David Kelleher from David Dodge, DriveDavid.com, for being our first game sponsor of the 2017 season. Thanks, producer Joe Rook, for the meteorology lesson at halftime. Hurricane Harvey.
Hurricane Harvey's going to beat the heck out of
Houston,
the Dallas, or down in Texas,
Galveston, and Houston and Corpus Christi, and Joe says it's going to hit it twice.
Ooh.
It's going to go back out to sea, re-strengthen, and come in again. Could be one of those Hurricane Andrew, Hurricane Katrina kind of strength of storms. Not looking forward to that at all, and hope everybody rides it out safely.
Our thanks to David Kelleher for joining us at halftime. Also, make mention again that Joseph Anthony Retreat and
Salon
Spa has donated $100 per touchdown and committed to doing that throughout the entire year. So right now,
Joey Gaggs owes us
$200. $200.
So far, congratulations and thanks for the support. Thanks, Kevin O'Donohue. I know he worked on getting David Dodge to sponsor. He's done some other things for the team as well, some practice T-shirts and for camp and countless other things we talked a little bit about. And I want to thank Rob Hayes as well. Rob's been out working on sponsors, so we'll be looking for, I believe, Bedell Collision and maybe Garnet Ford, Garnet Volkswagen later in the season.
Yes.
But today we're all about the Dodge and the Chrysler and the Jeep. DriveDavid.com. Check it out. I was just on the website today, perusing.
I want to give a shout out to Bill O'Shea, Kevin Craig, Chris Bradley, and Sean Doherty, all members of the Fifth Quarter Club, for completely revamping the interior of our press box and making it very comfortable for us to to do the game.
It was a very fitting gesture for our 10th anniversary.
It is our 10th year.
We didn't get a chance to talk before the game, but I want to give a shout out to Don Mink, the voice of the Valley, for going into our 10th season.
I was young when we started this, wasn't I?
Yes, you were. And we started with Jerry's been here
Jerry
since
just
day
said
one.
he's a trainee in waiting.
Rook was in 3rd grade.
That's right.
Get ready to go. Get underway here for the second half. Again, the Jags up 13-0.
Looks like Danny Guy. Is it Matt Lassick deep? And we're underway here in the second half. Good deep kick. Taken at the 5.
Cole Palace,
by
I think.
Cole Palace.
Number 6, yep.
And brings it out to the 25-yard line, 24-yard line, where Garnet Valley will put it in play.
Good head of steam coming up the middle. Looked like he had a nice little wedge, but someone grabbed a shoelace and tripped him up.
Danny Guy, Matt Lassick will line up behind Ryan Hamby in the backfield. Little or no gain. Shane Van Horn is one tight end. John Rickey is the other. Jason Rose is the wide out. The guys up front for Garnet Valley. We'll get to them after this play. Straight ahead goes Lassick. He picks up a couple. Guys up front are Tom Mahoney, Ryan Shomo, Jake Early, Kyle McCullough, and Esso Indigwe. 3rd and 7, just underway in the second half. 10:50 left to go. Garnet Valley leads 13-0. Pass.
Ooh.
Thrown inside, a slant pattern. Intended for Kevin Doherty, but went high and out of his reach.
Quick 3 and out for the Jags. Just a footnote there that Kyle McCullough is the little guy on that Jaguar offensive line at 240. Everybody else is 250 and above. Esso Adigwe brings it in at 275.
High, long punt. Taken, fair catch by Colin Hurley at the 35-yard line. 34-yard line, they said it.
Hurley looking for a flag from one of the refs because of that guy trying to slow himself up. Kind of bumped into him after the fair catch. The ref wasn't having any of it.
Did little more than give him a hug.
Yeah.
Across the front for Garnet Valley are Griffin Salas, Josh Shiroki.
Oh, wow.
Benoit gets to the outside and breaks a tackle.
God.
And he's down the sideline, knocked out of bounds inside the 20.
Wow. Woo. That's about 3 or 4 coachable moments on that one. Everybody collapsed. There was no contain on the defensive ends, and then whoever got the first open field shot at him threw a shoulder down, but he just bounced off of that. Didn't have his head up, didn't wrap, and then took off, ended up down at the 18. So big play for Rustin.
Dan Bradley is in at corner. 1st and 10. Pickup of a couple.
Josh Shiraki on the tackle, number 53. Really the only defensive lineman there with any experience.
Michael Burke, the ball carrier. All the plays are signaled in from the sideline. A couple of the players just stand outside the huddle and watch. Pileggi under center. Hands off underneath. Getting down to about the 15-yard line. Third and 6. And the ball is at the 14. Important play for both teams.
Yeah. Rustin's third trip into the red zone.
It's a wing tee, but it's a shotgun formation. Delay of game.
No, there was the linesmen that were calling. There's somebody lined up in the neutral zone, or no?
Motion. Well, Rustin has done this every time they got down deep. They have a penalty or a fumble that it makes it a little more difficult for them.
Yeah, and on third down as well.
Yeah, and they don't make the third down, as Jerry just said. Sean Hopkins goes wide to one side, and Benoit, number 24, comes wide this way. Pileggi calling out the signals from the shotgun. He's back to throw. Here comes a man right up the middle.
Moriarty.
And as you said, Jer, third down, they can't convert after they.
Mark Moriarty, middle linebacker, just came flying in on just no nonsense, no fake. Just came flying in untouched, made that play.
So it's 4th and 19. The Garnet Valley 27-yard line. He's going to attempt a field goal of 45 yards.
Wow. Flag's very still. There's no breeze here.
Blocked. Picked up by number 33.
Still going. Oh, horse collar, perhaps.
Danny Bradley picked it up. He didn't block the kick, but he picked it up and made something really happen.
Wow. Awesome play by Garnet Valley, but little symptomatic of Rustin's troubles tonight. They get a drive going, make a big play, get down to the 13-yard line, and get inside the red zone, and then start going the wrong way. So, with a real opportunity here if they can capitalize on that.
About a 5-yard pickup by Lassick.
I know it's easy to say from up here, but the quarterback keeper just looks like it's wide open when he's doing that.
Jerry and I have been commenting to each other off air about the same thing. Second and 5 at the 27. Here he kept it that time. And it'll be just short, so it looks like it's going to be 3rd and 1.
That was a good read by number 4, Sean Hopkins, to kind of feathered off of the dive back and got out to the quarterback.
He made the first down. Ball's at the 22-yard line, 1st and 10 for Garnet Valley. Jason Rose goes wide. Danny Guy in the slot. Lassick behind Hamby. Hamby keeps it himself, picks up 5. Ooh. Nice tackle by Alicio. But a pickup of 5. That was the keeper, Pat.
Yeah, good pickup. JT Alicio there. Looked like he was wrestling a steer, bringing him down. I guess you don't really wrestle steer. It's just the calves, right? Roping calves.
Lassick straight ahead. Inside the 10 to about the 5. Oh, they said he was down at the 9.
Yeah, Jags.
1st and goal at the 9.
Lassick and Guy in the backfield tonight, but looking at last year and coming into this year, you also have Andrew Myers and Patton that are both had lots of time, quality time last year.
Yes.
So they're always going to have fresh legs in that backfield if they need them.
Danny Guy.
Touchdown.
Into the end zone. Touchdown.
There we go.
The ball came loose, but not until he had crossed the goal line.
Jags
Garnet Valley leads 19-0.
Oh, we got an injury. Oh,
and
Danny
Guy is injured.
Kind of stretching out to get into the end zone. You hope he didn't hyperextend something there. And that'll be Austin Patton coming in. He got right up. That's good. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Guy walking off with the medical team. Jags will go for 2 here. They blocked extra point last time, so they'll try to make it a 21-point lead.
John Rickey at one tight end, Shane Van Horn the other. Kevin Doherty here on this wide side. Austin Patton in for Danny Guy. Pass to. Oh. That was to Austin Patton. But John Rickey, but he did not get in the end zone. So it is 19-0. Garnet Valley with 5:29 left to play in the 3rd quarter.
The Jags with another touchdown. That touchdown brought to you by Joseph Anthony's Retreat Salon and Spa in Glen Mills. That's up to 3 touchdowns today, 100 per touchdown.
We give a shout out to Jim Litwa, who informed me over the summer that he has listened to us for the 10 years we've been on the air, Pat.
Wow.
He's the one.
We're going to send him a plaque or something.
And Joe Andrus, who's a regular listener and viewer. Little punch. Fair catch by number 4, Sean Hopkins. That's 2 fair catches by Rustin. I think I don't think the players do that on their own. I think that's been told to them You know,
They must think they get those in between kicks. It's easier to fair catch and take it at the 30 instead of trying to run it back, maybe lose the handle and turn the ball over. Number 63, Griffin Salas. Number 53, Josh Shiraki in the middle. Your defensive ends, number 27, Adam Oldradi and Cade Brennan.
ball's handed off to Benoit. He gets a couple, but he's ridden down by Jason Rose. 2nd and 9. Ball's dribbled, but he gets the pass off and a completion.
Yeah.
Nick Westberg on the tackle. Hopkins makes the catch. First down, right at the 40.
Yep, nice play, just coming straight across the zone. The linebackers were up, so it kind of cleared out for him.
Garnet Valley has more than 100 players out again this year. And they, if nothing else, they out-people the opponent. Good tackle. Zach Schenkel in the backfield for a 1-yard loss. 2:57 left to play in the third quarter. Garnet Valley leads 19-0. Benoit in motion, takes the underneath handoff, gets around the end and is knocked out of bounds, short of midfield. Jason Rose makes the tackle from his safety position.
Yeah, that's a jet sweep over there, and the Rustin doing a nice job sealing the defensive end, just giving him a little shot at the corner each time. They got to really fight through that, try to keep that play inside of you.
3rd and 5 at the 45. Pass to the outside, quick slant in, short of the first down. Good tackle by Westberg. Sean Hopkins makes the play, but it's going to be 4th and less than a yard. Now they move it back. It is 4th and a yard.
Yeah. You're deep into the third quarter, and you're 3 scores down. You really got to go for these.
Garnet Valley's got to be patient with the count, not to jump off sides.
See your first opening night mistakes. Oh.
Straight ahead, first down.
Nice job by Pileggi. Quick count, quick snap, and his fullback came flying up to give him a little shot in the back. Make sure he got that 1 yard.
The Golden Knights are in Garnet Valley territory. 1:50 left to go in the third quarter. Benoit in motion. Takes the underneath handoff. That jet sweep has worked effectively. Looks like we have a yellow flag against the Golden Knights.
Yeah. Well, that took him back quite a ways.
Set. Crossing into Garnet Valley territory. They seem to shoot themselves in the foot.
Yep.
Spread formation. Shotgun. Pileggi rolls this way, sets the throw. He's under duress. And he is picking up about 5 yards, but well short of the first down.
There's some nice scrambling there, getting away from
Moriarty and Soroki make the tackle. Shiraki make the tackle. Oh, it's second down. I thought it was. Oh.
Inside 45 seconds now in the third quarter.
2nd and 15.
And another penalty. Oh.
They sent a man off too late prior to the play starting. So they had 12 men.
Yeah. 12 men in the huddle?
In the huddle. So it's 2nd and 21. 30 seconds and counting. It's likely the last play of the third quarter. Benoit. Fake to Benoit and a pass out here to the sideline. Again, Westberg makes a nice tackle.
Yes.
On number 3, number 3, Mike Covert. The end of 3, Garnet Valley leads 19-0.
3 quarters down. Jags up 3 scores. It's really kind of interesting how Rustin has. I know we're not keeping the stats up here, but we got to think they've at least equaled Garnet Valley in yards gained. But looking at the yards lost by penalty, it's a very lopsided affair, and it's all at the worst time for Rustin so far. They've been getting inside Jaguar territory, and that's when everything starts to cave in a little bit for them. 12 minutes to go in the first night of the season. There's a full slate action going on. Due to our technical difficulties earlier, we didn't have anything loaded up to give you any area scores, but give you something to do tomorrow morning with your coffee. Check the scores.
3rd and 17 for Rustin at their own 44-yard line.
Whoa. Oh, man. I'll tell you, that Jags just making no disguising anything on 3rd down. They've been just bringing everybody. And Will Pileggi just has no time. He went out of the shotgun that time. Thought he'd buy himself a couple seconds, but it's Jags were still right on him as soon as he had the ball.
Griffin Salas is given credit for the tackle, but it could have been any one of 3 guys. They were all around him. In for the punt. It's short and straight up. Bounces high. Get away from the ball. Number
43, Sean Snyder.
Sean Snyder was fighting his way away from the ball.
I think he knew where it was, then he heard it bounce right behind him, and he just, like he saw a spider or something, he took off.
Garnet Valley takes over at its own 30, 1st and 10, leading 19-0 with 11:08 left to play. Hamby straight ahead to Lassick. Picks up about 3. Oh, make it 4. Lassick isn't tall. He's 5'8", 200 pounds, and when he gets low, he just barrels through there.
Yeah, he starts low. He's just tremendous leg strength and just keeps the feet moving. They tell you that at BYC. Coach Montella drives it into everybody's head. Just keep your feet moving.
Whoa. Ball's loose. Falling on by Hamby. Hamby and Lassick had trouble on the exchange.
He was pulling it out to go down the next progression on the option, and Lassick was holding on tight. And then they had a little collision. The ball came popping out, fortunately, in the backfield where Lassick and Guy both really had the only chance to recover.
See you, Bill. Hamby back to throw. Screen pass out here to Lassick.
A lot of blockers.
He's got a lot of blockers. Oh. Nice tackle. Number 44. Number 44 prevented a touchdown right there.
Yeah.
Owen Walsh. First down.
A lot of blockers, but not a lot of blocks. They kind of got out there and ran downfield, didn't really get to block anybody. And they knew it. The senior center, he was Tommy Mahoney. He was hands right through his head. He knew he missed a guy.
It was a well set up screen.
Oh,
where's this guy coming out with the
ball?
Took the ball. Took the ball. Number 44, Owen Walsh, stole the ball out of the Garnet Valley running back's hands and scores a touchdown the other way.
I'd like to see that one again. I think we're going to get an instant replay over here. After the extra point attempt, we'll get back and see that again, see what happened. Yeah, just get him stood up, I guess, and just wrestled the ball away and came flying out the other end.
To Owen Walsh's credit, he just, he took it and went the other way. Extra point is good. So a defensive touchdown for Rustin.
Yep. That touchdown was not brought to you by anybody.
No.
No sponsors for the visiting team touchdowns. But we will take the opportunity to once again thank first game sponsor of 2017, David Kelleher from David Dodge, Chrysler and Jeep, DriveDavid.com.
Cole Palace and Kevin Doherty are deep. Kevin Doherty took a kickoff back last year as an up man.
To see Palace get a little running room here.
High, deep hit. Oh,
no,
a little problem
let it
between the two.
Let it go. Why didn't he blow the whistle?
It's a touchback.
Yeah, I thought it
Fortunately,
was, I thought it was automatic once the ball touches the end zone.
It is automatic. I don't know why he delayed.
Referee just looking at it. Jags get it at the 20 there. A little miscommunication between the deep backs.
Lassick and Guy are the deep backs behind Hamby.
I call timeout. So Rustin calls timeout. This is it's their thinking right now. They got the Jags at the 20, which is poor field position at the high school level. So they're looking to try to make a big stand here. They get the Jags with a 3 and out. They're just telling these guys, hey, they're anything but out of it at this point.
First and 10 for Garnet Valley at its own 20. Ball's handed off right tackle to Lassick. He comes up almost to the 25-yard line. 4-yard gain.
Coach Boyd, the offensive coordinator, up top, on top of the booth here. Very methodical about the his philosophy on the offense and getting these plays to work.
Second man through is Lassick. First down at the 35-yard line. Gain of 11 on the play. I think Lassick's well up over 100 yards.
Yeah.
Jason Rhodes comes wide to this side. Second man through is Danny Guy. The other, Jerry Montella called it, and it's also an 11-yard gain.
And that's the Rich Boyd operation again. You running that option to the first guy each time, and then that one they call split is the fake to the first guy and the second back coming right through. And two big gainers back to back with the same play.
9-yard gain for Guy. Back to pass.
Oh,
nice play. Guy looked like to be open, but Alioso came through and put his hand up and knocked it away.
He's having a good day over there at number 40.
Inquirer said he was one of the linebackers to watch this year in Southeast Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I can see why.
First down, Danny Guy.
Not that they really have a choice, but the Jags don't need to get fancy here at all. They're
no, I was surprised they were going to throw that pass. Or they did throw that pass.
Still got a 2-possession lead here with the clock running, 7 minutes and 10 seconds left in the game. Nice, good ball control offense. A couple more first downs. They can salt this thing away.
Lassick backs his way to about a 7-yard gain. Straight ahead, Lassick may have picked up the first down.
Getting close.
They're saying third down. Saying third down.
Third and short, but the clock runs. Down under 6 minutes left to go in the ball game. Taking their time. They got the end zone clocks there. You can see them. There's 7 seconds left to snap the ball.
Oh. Hamby falls on the snap. Looked like Mahoney was trying to get that block and the ball didn't come back as far as it should have.
Yeah.
Fourth, that was a loss of about a half a yard. So it's 4th and a yard. Right at the Rustin 45.
Look for the long count here. This is, yeah, there's, you knew that was coming. It's the fourth and 1 and the, a lot of field left and the situation, they just got up to the ball real quick. You knew he was going to go hard count there to try to make something happen. Rustin showed a little patience and didn't go offside, so the Jags called timeout. And they will now kick the ball, send Jason Rose back into formation to kick. Four minutes and 59 seconds left in the game.
Garnet Valley's lining up in punt formation.
Yep.
Yeah, make Rustin go the length of the field.
Yeah, they do, and I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to angle this out of bounds.
Rose puts it high, short, and it rolls to the 20, the 15.
Good roll.
And rolls dead just short of the 10-yard line.
Everybody kind of ran away from that one, and it was fortunate. It didn't look like a real strong kick. Took a nice Garnet Valley bounce, and Jags will make Rustin go 90 yards.
We'd like to commend 2 8th graders, Ben Hoyt and Alec Eskin, for the streaming underneath the Moda Frank scoreboard. The information tonight was all programmed. They've worked hard for 3 weeks, 4 weeks to make all that happen, and congratulations, guys. It really came off well.
Fantastic. Welcome to the Mo, home of the Jaguars. Rustin now at a point needing 2 scores. They're going to have to start looking for the big play here at some point.
Colin Hurley picked up about 2. Yeah, they're not going to score 2 touchdowns with 2-yard runs.
No. They run that wing T offense, so it's very the ground-centric offense as well. Can be difficult to play comeback.
Back to
those
throw.
Options.
And completion to number 40. That's Alioso.
Yeah.
Pileggi to Alioso, gets it out beyond the 25-yard line.
Needed that. That stops the clock for them as well. That quick whistle to wind the clock there. So clock running with under 3:50.
Pelleggi rolls. Oh, and he's brought down in the backfield.
Man.
Brought down at his own 20. It's a loss of about 7.
Real nice pursuit there by Adam Oldrati coming from the backside defensive end position. But they all across the line, they had it strung out nicely and have not been given Pelleggi much time to throw.
And he rolled to his left.
Yeah.
You know, and he's a right-handed
he's a
thrower,
righty, so he's got to get squared up.
It was difficult. Spread formation, guys all over. Pelleggi rolls this way this time, and he's being hemmed in and brought down. The ball's loose.
Oh.
I think Garnet Valley has it. Garnet Valley has a lot more people around the ball than Rustin.
They don't seem excited.
No, they're still saying it's Rustin's.
Yeah, it's okay. Get them going the other direction again, and 2.5 minutes left in the game.
Ball's back to the 15-yard line.
And it's a 3rd and long.
Yeah, 3rd and 22. So Garnet Valley, by punting, not going for that 4th down play, has put Rustin in this situation. Ball's batted in the air, caught, but all it will do is have the clock run. Hurley made the catch.
4th down, and the clock still runs with 2 minutes left in the game, and they're going to bring out their punting unit. They don't want to make things any worse here, but it's they're going to run out of time.
Fair catch.
Fair catch. 1.5 left.
1.5 to go. Cole Palace makes the fair catch.
Jaguars look like they're going to come out and start the 2017 campaign with a W.
And I'm thinking to myself, were there any penalties on Garnet Valley?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, we know that this coaching staff does not like Garnet Valley to have penalties. And
another 1st down.
If they had them, they were very few anyway.
Yeah, they're certainly in comparison to Rustin.
Oh, yeah.
Where that was pretty much another opponent in the game for them was the penalties. The Jags look like a very clean operation for the first week.
1:20 left to play. Garnet Valley up 19-7. And the defense did not give up that touchdown.
No.
Hamby watching the 25-second clock. Danny Guy moves ahead for a couple. Rustin calls timeout.
Yep, Coach St. Clair going through the motions, calling the last timeout. Give these guys another drink of water and finish this thing off.
Pat and Dean DePasquale are going to be joining this crew in Seattle tonight. Kevin Cianci, Dave Mink, Dave Patterson, Kenny DiCarlo, Mike Delorfus, and Ray Carlton.
was nice.
Not a whole lot of sleep's going to go on at that.
I'm going to go wake everybody up. They'll probably all be in bed when I get there. But we were talking. A nice thing they did a couple weeks ago during camp. Last week during camp, had a lot of the alumni come in and on Wednesday night after Cats and Dogs night and spent some time with the team in the gym. And just kind of, Coach Ricky asked a bunch of us to get up based on our age, and it went from Jesse Chaney from 1967 up to some guys from 2010 that all had a chance to get up and talk. And this was this kind of one of the things we mentioned when I got a chance was how much you remember about this time of your life playing football here at Garnet Valley, although much different circumstance when we were all here. But I shared with them, said I'm going to be with a bunch of older guys next weekend, and meaning tonight, and I guarantee you there's going to be, at some point tomorrow afternoon, they're all going to talk about the Sharon Hill game.
Yeah.
Their
Yes.
senior year.
Lassick breaks out of the pile and, gets down to the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
And time runs out.
Time runs out. Jags 1-0 to start the 2017 campaign.
For the sake of 1 yard, Rustin just saved Joseph Anthony $100.
Right, so the teams head to the middle of the field, and it's just like that these days now. It's 2 weeks of practice, one scrimmage. You start the season here. Jags are going to have 2 games before 1 day of school takes place at Garnet Valley. And right away, this is the one non-conference game. They jump right into league action next week here at home against Upper Darby, right?
Yes, Upper Darby.
So,
the Royals will be here.
Royals coming off of a couple pretty good years. Upper Darby always a pretty talented team. The last couple years they had put it all together and made some pretty good runs, even to the point of making the playoffs, I think, 2 years ago and last year. So they're see what they have. I know they have a talented running back coming back, and one of their middle of their defensive line has some experience. So look forward to the kickoff of the Central League season. It's a great start to our 10th year together, and we look forward to hope you'll join us tomorrow when you finally make it down to the shore.
I just might pop in to say hello.
We'll be good to go. So
Garnet Valley starts with a win, and look forward to, as you said, having the Royals come in and visit next year. Or next week.
Next week, we'll be ready for you.
We'll be here. Joe
Rook will be here. Jerry will be here. Rob Hayes might be here. Who knows? But for all of us at the Garnet Valley Football Alumni Global Broadcasting Network, we bid you a good night and have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Good night, folks.